We heard yesterday that Gachagua and his team were supposed to pay homage to the home of Raila Amolo Odinga. We urge Gachagua, never, don't step in Bondo. Don't step in Bondo, as your statements are not very, very friendly to us as ODM. Otherwise, I urge our members to stay calm.
Big blow to Rigathi Gachagua as he receives a big ban from visiting Bondo and paying tribute to the late Raila Amolo Odinga because of his reckless speeches. This comes shortly after Kahiga went viral with his mockery incentives over the death of Raila Amolo Odinga. Welcome back to our channel. Press the subscribe button for more news bulletins on Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. Rigathi Gachagua receives a ban from visiting Bondo, with the Nyanza leaders turning so cold to Rigathi for his insensitive, ruthless remarks. It is clear that Raila's death did not end the political rivalry of the politicians, with the matters only becoming worse. Gachagua had planned to secretly visit the grave of Raila Amolo Odinga, paying his last respect to his biggest political rival, when suddenly things took a turn after Mutahi Kahiga went viral on social media platform with his mockery statement celebrating the death of Raila Odinga. Kahiga, a close ally of Rigathi Gachagua, has something in common: his ruthless speeches.
There's politicians like Kahiga who in the life of Raila Amolo Odinga have used him as a bogeyman to scale their own political heights there. But it is shocking that they continue to make Raila a bogeyman in his death. And what I know is that Kahiga does not speak for himself. Kahiga is the spokesperson of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua mocked Raila's illness and asked whether he was a virus and whether Kalonzo was a bacteria. To date, Rigathi Gachagua is yet to mourn Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga, who braved political tensions to go and mourn his brother, the late Nderitu Gachagua. And therefore, we note now that anyone who associates with Gachagua and his ilk like Kahiga cannot be our friend. The line is drawn. Any person who associates with Gachagua, Kahiga, they cannot be our friends, whether they are in our party or outside our party. Kahiga has drawn the line. To mock, he has crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed that line now. To mock Raila Odinga in his death, to mock him in his life, we could respond. But to mock him in his death, any person who associates with Gachagua, with Kahiga, with that lot, can never, ever be our friend. Because the principle is, the enemy, the friend of your enemy is your enemy. This morning at 9 o'clock, we have a meeting of the Council of Governors. And I, as the chairperson of the party, will be moving a motion to remove Kahiga as the vice chairman of the Council of Governors. Yeah. He can lead in his village, but he cannot lead us at a national level.
The message to Gachagua to stay away from Bondo was literally clear. Why do you think Gachagua has been issued with a ban notice not to set foot in the Nyanza region to pay tribute to the late Raila Amolo Odinga? Gachagua and Odinga have been political rivals, but yet still, Wanga was clear that Raila set aside their differences and went to bury the late Gachagua's brother. But Gachagua hasn't made any initiative to pay respect to Raila Odinga. Has ODM felt disrespected with the way Gachagua distanced himself from the tributes and the celebrations of the life of the late Raila Odinga? Could it be because of Mutahi Kahiga's insensitive remarks that have been trending on social media platforms after the mockery of the death of Raila Amolo Odinga? God rest his soul. There is putting a point across, but don't mock the dead, which Kahiga clearly did. Kahiga is a close ally of Rigathi Gachagua, so definitely Kahiga is associated with Rigathi, and from the look of things, it seems like Kahiga was actually sent to say those things by none other than Rigathi Gachagua, being close allies. In politics, everything happens with a reason. Do you think Kahiga could have been speaking on behalf of somebody? Rather, was he sent to deliver the ruthless speech that made him go viral after the mockery of the death of Raila? It is clear that Kahiga does not speak on behalf of all Mount Kenya. Rather, he could have acted out of his own reckless desires. It is clear that Kahiga made the remarks for his own selfish interests.
Completely with the remarks that were made. I want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the reckless statement by Governor Kahiga. And I want to say that not even the words alone, but the people who are supporting Kahiga and his team, clapping and cheering on his statements, that is very reckless. I want to say that I want to associate this one to somebody who talked about a farmer who died, and the baboons and the monkeys were clapping and cheering that finally the person who had been chasing us away from the farm is dead. Please watch your statements. Very soon you will understand that the same farmer that you are cheering that is dead is the person who prepared or planted the crops that you are going to benefit from. Kahiga, you are a beneficiary of devolution, and not a single Kenyan do not understand that the pioneer of devolution is Raila Amolo Odinga. So you should be the last person to be happy or to cheer when we have lost Raila Amolo Odinga, who is the father of devolution. I call upon our friends in Mount Kenya, please desist from associating yourselves with the likes of Gachagua and the likes of Kahiga. You are going to be misled. You are going to be misled, and I want to stand with our chairperson that we call upon the Council of Governors that please support that motion. Support that motion. We do not want Kahiga to be the deputy vice chair of the Council of Governors. You cannot be misleading the country and still you purport to be leading us in the Council of Governors.
Of ODM in this, as the vice chair of ODM in this region, I want to associate my sentiments with the statements made by my chair, Governor Gladys Wang, and the colleagues, members of parliament. I want to say that as ODM members in this region, we want to urge our members to stay calm as we approach this issue in a sober mind. We heard yesterday that Gachagua and his team were supposed to pay homage to the home of Raila Amolo Odinga. We urge Gachagua, never, don't step in Bondo. Don't step in Bondo, as your statements are not very friendly to us as ODM. Otherwise, I urge our members to stay calm as we approach this issue in a sober mind. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Interesting politics. What do you think about the stern warning issued to Rigathi Gachagua not to set foot in Bondo, to rather go pay last respect to the late Raila Amolo Odinga after Mutahi Kahiga went viral for the mockery of the death of Raila Amolo Odinga? Do you think the Luo leaders should actually issue a stern warning to Rigathi not to go pay his last respect? Because if Mutahi Kahiga acted on his own selfish initiatives to make the reckless speech, rather, even if he is associated with Gachagua, he acted alone. Was he actually sent by Rigathi Gachagua to utter those selfish, reckless, mockery remarks? Leave me your views on the comment section. Subscribe to Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. In case this is your first time to listen into Royal News, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can be first to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. Until then, JD Ishmael.